Welcome back to another season of Austin's Angels. I'm Zana Morris. Today we're going to discuss Taylor Swift's unusual gift to one of her fans and also get back to in the groove of school. All that and more coming up next.
I'm Skylan Bracey, and I'm the new co-host of Austin's Angels. Although we are well into the new year, there are some memories we just can't forget. We will also be discussing some crazy New Year's resolutions for 2015. That and more, here on Austin's Angels. Welcome back. I know 2014 was a year of many great laughs and great memories. We want to use this time to reflect on some of our most memorable moments. Well, I know for me, I actually graduated high school, which was really cool.
Yes.
I started my year at Austin Peay, so I guess it's like the start to my future, which is really awesome.
Has it been a good transition so far from high school to college? Yeah. Because I know I had a hard time with, not necessarily a hard time, but I was just getting used to, getting up at 8 o'clock every morning and then getting out of school at 3 and then having to do this, like getting up at 8 o'clock and then not having any more classes for the rest of the day. That was like a major culture shock, I guess you can say that.
Yeah. Well, see, what I did, I heard you were not supposed to schedule 8 a.m., so I tried my hardest not to.
Yeah, nobody told me that. So I did that.
You learned the hard way.
Yeah, I did. I was late a lot, but that's okay because I passed my classes, so that's cool.
That's good. Proud of you. Also, my sister is actually having a baby, so I found out.
Did she know what she's having?
Mm-hmm, we actually found out yesterday it's going to be a girl, so we're really excited. It's going to be the most spoiled baby ever.
Awesome.
So we're really looking forward to it.
That's awesome. I think my most memorable moment will probably be when I went Greek, and it just basically has taken over my whole life in a good way. Because it's a lot of business involved with Greek life that I had no idea about. So I'm in like exec board meetings and I'm going on trips and everything. And so it's completely different from what you think about it. So what you see on the outside is just mainly the fun parts of it. Yeah. But on the inside, like we are just like pedaling, just trying to get everything good for like the community and everything like that. So that was probably my best memory. And then I gained 28 sisters. So it was a major shock to me, and I was excited about it, doing something like that. So I encourage everybody, if you can, to go Greek, but go for the right reasons, of course.
Well, yeah, I think everybody, decides whether they want to go Greek or not. I know that's been kind of what I've been.
It's a major part of college life. It is. And some people never think about it, but I know some freshmen come in and they they know exactly what they want to do. They know, what they want to do and everything. But I encourage everybody to do research and to figure out what organization best fits you and do it for the right reasons.
Right, and don't do it just like because your friends are in that sorority. Don't just go there because my best friend's there, so I'll do that one. You want to actually look into each sorority to see which one benefits you the most. So.
Definitely, and fraternities for guys.
Yes.
One thing I really wanted us to talk about today is these crazy New Year's resolutions. I read one online the other day, and it was basically saying for this New Year's that he was going to claim his pets as dependents. And so I thought that was really funny because they're not children. So I didn't know how that worked, but I thought that was really funny. And I know another guy said that he was going to start using his inhaler more. So, that's like life and death. So you should already be using it. I didn't understand that. But there are like a bunch of New Year's resolutions, and most people don't keep them, but I thought it was kind of fun. Have you read up any of them?
Well, I know. I used to work at the Donaldson YMCA, and people, that is one of the busiest times of the year because, everybody says, I'm going to go work out. And so the first 2 weeks of the new year is usually when it's super busy. But, it starts dying down when people
Definitely. I saw that in the foyer, too, because when everybody came back from school, it was like a big crowd in the foyer, and everybody's on the elliptics, and they're like pulling ropes and, doing all the stomach exercises. And I'm telling you, 2 weeks later, it was like a desert in there. Like nobody, I don't even think the workers were in there. Like that's how closed it was. And I was one of them because I was in there with everybody else. That's how I know how many people were in there because I was in there too and I didn't go back. So that's how I know the inside scoop.
You just got to do it. You got to go in there the first 2 weeks, make everyone think you're working out.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I mean, you can stick to it. It happens. Sometimes you'll die out, but
It's hard. I
Yeah.
mean, I do really well for probably the first 2 weeks. Like I just said, I do well for like the first 2 weeks, and then if I haven't lost any weight, I'm just gonna be honest. I just quit and I go get donuts. So like I just let it go. So, but I'm encouraging you not to do that though. But that's kind of what I do because I get tired and I get bored easily. So I'm thinking about getting a personal trainer, maybe from the Foy, because they have some really good personal trainers up there, and I know them personally. And so I've been thinking about getting a personal trainer just because I feel like if I have somebody yelling at me, I probably do it a little bit more. And if I'm paying for it that much more, I probably do it just a little bit more.
exactly. It's the motivation that makes you want to get up. Because if you're going to work out by yourself, you'll lay in bed. Maybe I'll do it later on tonight.
Maybe I'll eat a Hot Pocket. I'm like really not trying to do this right
Some
now.
pizza rolls
Yeah.
sound a little bit better, but if you have a friend or, like you said, a personal trainer, it's easier for them to say, okay, get up, go work out, do this.
I
So,
forgot all about that. Me and my, now they're my sisters, but at the time, me and my friends, we would go work out early in the mornings and stuff. And so when you have somebody working with you, that also helps you out too. And so they'd be like, Zana, you should really get up. You're trying to be springtime fine. You can't be springtime fine laying in
going to
bed.
the beach,
So yeah, I just wore one piece. Like I gave up. I just wore one piece. But
teeny things.
yeah, they have like girdles for the, like you can have like a girdle swimsuit.
Oh, like the high-waisted ones?
Legit, like
yeah,
it's
they're
legit.
actually kind of cute. I
They
feel
are like the high-waisted ones. You think it's high-waisted for fashion, but literally it's a girdle. So guys, it's a girdle. That's how she covers up her little tummy or whatever.
Don't let her fool you.
Don't tell her I told you that, but that's why she wears it, because that's why I wear mine. Definitely. And then they also have like the push-up tops and everything. I don't know how we got on swim, but anyway, that's like a secret that we've told you. But we're gonna go to a quick break, but when we come back, we have more on the Taylor Swift story. Coming up next on Austin's Angels.
It begins with a story, a connection, that seed or kernel that they might think is mundane and to me is so spectacular. Then I want to draw it out of them, their inspirations, their struggles, their dreams. Oh my God. I'm a filmmaker and I wanted to earn a living doing what I love. What I didn't know was business. I know how to be an entrepreneur, so I had to learn. There is this team of individuals that are passionate and caring and want to help. SCORE mentors are serious business experts. They've taught me how to share the story with strategizing, structuring, holding me accountable to my business plan. Why wouldn't you use their services? It's free. Their talent helps me be successful at mine. SCORE experts have helped me build my story, so I can share a story, and maybe one day it'll be your story. Get your free business mentor at SCORE.org.
Do you want to be an engineer? Want to create new technology or discover stars? Austin Peay's Physics and Astronomy Department is for you.
A degree in physics with a strong background in statistics will open up my options for graduate school and hopefully give me a very high-paying job where I can go and enjoy my job every day.
The physics department here is really awesome in that it lets me play with a lot of equipment in the lab, such as the spectroscopy and interferometry and x-rays, and right now I'm working with lasers.
Graduates go into the fields of medical physics, atmospheric science, computational engineers, photonics, astrophysics, and material science. You can get your degree in physics, professional management, computational methods, and optoelectronics. An astronomy minor is also offered. For more information, contact the Physics and Astronomy Department at 931-221-6116.
Thanks for staying with us. Many students in America are facing more debt than dues due to the rising cost of college. Taylor Swift has decided to do her part to help. Those who do not know, Taylor Swift is a famous award-winning pop star and also known as America's sweetheart.
Rebecca, now you're $1,988 closer to paying for the student loans.
Oh. What do you want to say?
I have nothing to say. Oh my god.
Hey, so Taylor Swift giving one of her fans money to pay her debt. First, I've never heard of a star doing that. Maybe they've done it. I think they've done it more for scholarships and things like that, but I've never heard of a star giving money to pay a debt off to someone else. So I thought that was really outstanding. Yeah. And what many people don't know is that 70% of the students that graduated in 2014, they graduated with debt. So a lot of them are trying to figure out how they can go to grad school and get it paid free, or how they can get to a GA program or something like that to get it paid, because student loans are getting way out of control, as you can see. So I think it's very commendable that she's actually trying to help one of her fans pay off that. And so she gave her, as it said in the video, it gave her $1,989 for her 1989 album. So I thought that was kind of cool too. Yeah. Do you have anything like that?
I mean, I was reading about it, and actually, she said that she has a hashtag. It says Taylorkin. So she'll go on Instagram or Twitter, and she'll look at all of her fans, and she'll actually see like what they're going through and if anything she can do to help. And so yeah, it's an actual hashtag, Taylorkin. Yep. I read about that. So.
Oh my God! I know stars are, most of them are well-to-do, but they're also ready to give back at any moment. But I think that is an awesome thing for her to do, try to give back. Because, like I said, student loans are getting outrageous. I have some myself, and I haven't really thought much about it, because you don't think anything about it when you're in school. But once you graduate, I guarantee you, I think it's like 6 months after you graduate, they're gonna start sending you mail, some type of payment plan or everything like that. And you can get every scholarship known to man. You can get any scholarship, from the government. But after a while, it's just not enough, because the rising costs in college education, as far as like living on campus, having a meal plan, and all those other things, they're rising as well. But the scholarships and the scholarships and the grants are not.
Right.
So you can see how that adds up and everything. But that video, that just really touched me. I thought that was amazing for her to give that money to her like that. I thought it was amazing.
I watched it, and just listening to her, it just kind of broke my heart. I was like, you could just see how thankful she was, and just how appreciative that for what Taylor did. So
definitely.
I mean, Taylor Swift, I don't know, did you hear about when she was running, I think it was in Nashville, and she like saw these little girls in a photo shoot, and she went and just jumped in it, and so like she does that stuff for her fans all the time.
Definitely.
So she has a really big heart.
I love that. I definitely love that. And I've recently been talking to one of my godmothers, and I was talking to her about maybe starting a scholarship back in my hometown. And it's a really small town. It's not even on the map, so don't laugh. But it's a really small town, and I've been just thinking about starting a scholarship for the students that go there, because most of the time we have a lot of famous people that have come out of my town, but they never come back. They never want to do anything. They just go and they live in their own success. But I think it's very important to go back to where you've come from and to share that with them and to let them know that there is hope to get out and to do bigger and better things. There's more than what you just have at that one moment. So that's something I've been looking forward to, trying to get started. I'm really nervous about it because I'm a college student myself. So while I need grants and while I need scholarships, I'm trying to help somebody else. But I think it'll all pay off in the end.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm really excited about that. I don't even know the process to start it, but I'm just excited to see the looks on their faces and to see me come back and everything. So I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
That's a great opportunity.
So when we come back, we're going to talk about how you can get back in the groove. We're talking calendars, we're talking workouts, what we don't like to do, but we're going to talk more about that when we come back, okay? Stay with us.
My name is Eric Simpson, and I'm a senior here at Austin Peay. I'm a music education major with my specialty is in vocal music. And I love the music department here at Austin Peay because just how small it is and how individualized it is. It feels like you're really part of a family here.
The music department offers undergraduate degrees in music education, music performance, and liberal studies, with several concentrations to choose from.
The teachers here at Austin Peay State University are so talented, and they'll stop at absolutely nothing to teach you what you need to know and make you the best musician you can be.
The music department has a comfortable environment for students to practice, rehearse, and attend classes.
I like being a music major because it exposes me to so many different kinds of music and from so many different time periods and cultures.
For more information about the music department, call 931-221-7818.
It's the simple things in life that form our favorite memories. Being a big brother or a big sister is a great way to turn little moments into big magic. Volunteering is a chance to gain a new friend and to see the world through new eyes. No matter where you are in your life right now, being a big can make it better. We help keep our youth on track and prepare them to better cope with the challenges they face growing up in today's society. Our community-based programs provide adult role models for children ages 6 to 14. Bigs and littles can play board games, go on hikes, and even attend sporting events. The options are limitless. Big brothers, big sisters, little moments, big magic. Contact us today and let the magic in your life begin.
I wanted to start a business that I was passionate about, something I absolutely enjoyed and believed in.
I was doing the corporate grind, and I kind of wanted to do something a little more green. My name's Steve Allen. I run Rad Cab in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We do pedicabs and mobile outdoor advertising. I love being social, talking to people.
A lot of confusing stuff when you start a business. When I go in and talk to my store mentor, he really helps me sort it all out, and we just get organized. And when I go home, I feel confident about what's going on. It really feels amazing to create jobs here in my city.
It's incredibly awesome. I love to show it off.
If you get a solid foundation for your business laid, everything else falls in place. SCORE has absolutely been the most invaluable resource that I've had from day one. I could not imagine doing anything else.
Get your free business mentor at score.org.
Perhaps winter break felt more like a long-term vacation and you can't seem to get back in the groove for school. That's the case of many students here at Austin Peay. We have a few things that could help you get back in the mood for school.
Well, first thing, of course, is an agenda book or a calendar. And actually, Austin Peay actually offers a book for us. And it has like the dates on the side of it, different things like basketball games, football games, and different things that maybe the different cultural centers on campus are having. So that's like the number one thing for me. The break was super long, and most of the time I just really worked, honestly. But when I'm in the groove of school and everything, I write down everything. I don't know if you guys can see this, but my book is full of like highlighters and things on the side, and I'm circling and everything. Half the stuff I write down I really don't do, but I'd rather write it down and not forget it than not write it down and like, oh my God, I'm late for this. Because I can't tell you how many times I've double booked myself, and it's crazy. Have you ever used yours? Do you ever use it?
I mean,
Let's be honest.
I would lie, but I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
I've probably used it once, so I'm going to try and actually use it more because, I mean, like you said, I feel like it'll actually help me keep up to date with my classes because usually, I mean, I have a pretty good memory. I'll just say, all right, I'll do this. I'll do this on Thursday or something. So
definitely. I was the same way. And then when I started, like I said, when I went Greek, I had a lot more things that I was used to having. So I had meetings back to back. I had, things I need to do, homework assignments. So I was forgetting things way too much. So I was getting behind actually in my classes. So I said, well, you know what, let me start using this. And all my friends call me, super organized. They actually call me the human agenda book. It's not funny. But because I write down everything, literally I write down everything. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but her book looks spanking new. Like it looks fresh off the press, and then mine is just all run down and everything. But
it's been chilling in my dorm.
Whatever way is best for you, I say go for it. Something else you can do is, I said spend time with your friends that you haven't seen over the break, and this is the reason why. When you've had such a long break, you haven't seen everybody, and you're like, I miss my friends, I miss the people that I have classes with, because I know, me being upper division comm major, I have the same classes with the same people. Hey, Courtney. But, so I miss them over the break. So I get to see them, and it helps me get back in the groove, because I'm excited to go to class to see them. Oh, and Miranda. I'm excited to see them, so that kind of helps me get back in the groove of school. Do you have like classes that you've had with same people yet, or not?
I actually have.
You have?
My advisor, Mike Dunn,
I
Me and
love
my friend,
him.
I love him.
He's an
so
awesome
much.
professor too.
He is. Take him. He has a chili pepper by his name on.
Oh yeah,
Rate
he's
My
hot.
Professor. He is.
He's hot.
But my friend Hannah and I, we actually scheduled a lot of our classes for the same days and everything. So it's really nice to be able to go get breakfast with somebody and then go to class with that person.
Definitely,
and just,
that's
so you
a
don't
good
walk
way to
in
be
by
motivated.
yourself and
Definitely.
just be open to new friendships. Don't. I know it's hard to not be shy, but if you can, reach out to somebody else that looks like they're alone. I mean, it could start a new friendship.
Definitely.
It can help you get through the school year. So.
And me, I talk to anyone, literally anybody. I talk to anybody. So this next tip, I don't want you guys to judge me, okay? But this next tip is new snacks. This is a good way to be excited about class. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you get new snacks for class, you'll be like, yes, I can't wait to go to class so I can eat these snacks. Like I'm being so serious right now because I eat all through class for the professors that allowed me to. And so I basically just took a trip to Walmart and I looked down the candy aisle, the chip aisle, and I looked down the chocolate aisle and I just got new snacks and I packed up my book bag and I'm supposed to be working out, but no. So I packed up my book bag, and so when I got to class, I was just like, yes, I get to eat these snacks. I'm gonna learn something. Like, they got me motivated, believe it or not. So if you want to try healthy snacks, but by all means, I encourage you to do that. But my mind hasn't been set for that right now, so we stay tuned for that one.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. I'm a work in progress. So one other thing that I thought would be really good is when you have to have new binders and things for a class, get the ones that have like the chevron on it and the bright colors and the sparkling. I know it sounds like first and second grade, but I'm telling you, when you get to the end of your rope in college years, you have to try drastic measures, okay? So you get the cute little flash drives, you pay the extra $2 for the little binder with the sparkles on it. It's gonna fall off and it's gonna be all in your book bag by the end of the week, but that's okay because you went to the first week of class. So that's what you should do. So, do you think that would work?
I think it would. I think it'll keep you, maybe I'm sugarcoating it a little bit, but
maybe it works for me. I go to drastic measures to stay in the groove of school. Definitely. Another thing, it could also be getting involved with organizations, and not just Greek life, but also, I know GPC has a lot of events that they throw, and some of the other groups on campus, they have a lot of things that they throw, a lot of events that are really good and educational. So I say get involved with any organizations. Do you have any organizations you think that would be good?
Well, I was actually thinking about getting involved in theater. I was going to look and see if there's any plays going on, because I'm a theater nerd. I will admit it.
There's nothing wrong with it. I
know.
love theater. I love
do
my
too.
theater class.
Oh, I love it. So I was going to see, if there's any plays, because I feel like that's a great way to get to know people and, just actually give you something to do, and you're not just sitting, if you're living on campus, you're not just sitting in your dorm, going to class, going back to your dorm, doing homework,
Definitely.
So.
I loved my theater class, and they also had plays that they threw every semester. I think it's one that's actually coming up in a few weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And so the plays are really good. It's all student-based, and it's amazing. The first one I went to, of course, it was for class. It was mandatory to go, but I actually started going to other ones that weren't mandatory because I really enjoyed them. They were really good stories, and some of them were like high quality and everything. I mean, you think something that's on campus would not be just top notch or anything like that, but it's really some amazing actresses and actors, and it's good material, and I would definitely say go, especially for student discount. I mean, who doesn't like a student discount? Exactly. So definitely that could also get you in the groove for school. Well, thank you for watching this season's first episode of Austin's Angels. Join the interaction by liking us on Facebook at facebook.com/Austin's Angels, as well as on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Catch us next time for some great Valentine's Day treats, fashion, and more. Remember, Black history is not just Black history, it's American history. See you next time.